You are looking at the most advanced medium-sized combine ever built, the McCormick International 303. And it's really big, tough, and rugged. The McCormick number 303 is available with 10, 12, and 14-foot grain platforms and a big capacity 2-row corn head. This machine has a completely new design with a lower, more compact silhouette and scientific weight distribution. Its overall height of 9 feet 10 inches makes for easier transport and storage. The 303 has the strongest construction of any medium-sized combine on the market. Just look at the big, tough, rugged construction of the main sills and vertical supports. The side walls at the cylinder and beater are made of 1/8-inch steel plate. The cylinder shaft bearings are self-aligning and are mounted in heavy outboard cast blocks with grease fittings for greater durability and longer life. The extruded cylinder side plates make possible full-width threshing because the cylinder and concave are wider than the separator. In thousands of acres of testing, the main axle has proved itself to be rugged, tough, and trouble-free. The rear axle is an all-welded box-type unit with a new tapered design that provides maximum strength at the center where the greatest stresses occur. The sills of the rear axle support extend well under the combine frame for maximum rigidity in the toughest conditions. Standard rear wheel tread is 66 3/8 inches, ideal for most row crops. The transmission is bigger, tougher, and more rugged. The bearings and gears have been tested thousands of hours, representing many seasons on the average farm. Powering the 303 is a big 220 cubic inch engine that at 2,050 RPM full load delivers 65 horsepower. You always have the power you need to wade right in at top speed and still maintain peak efficiency. There's no big drops in RPM to slow you down and lose grain. Our variable speed propulsion drive is different from competitors' units and definitely better. A torque tube controlled from the operator's deck opens one sheave and closes the other at the same time, thus ensuring longer belt life. Competitors' controls open and close only one sheave. The belt action opens and closes a spring-loaded sheave by a pinching movement that causes added belt wear. Hydraulic propulsion drive control is standard equipment. Because of the high hinge point, the concave has true on-the-go adjustment. When you adjust the opening at the front, you also change the opening slightly at the rear. Competitors' concaves with low hinge points do not have true deck adjustment because only the front opening can be adjusted from the deck. The rear opening must be adjusted from the ground. Up to 90% of the separation takes place at the concave with its open bar and wire grate design. The separation continues at the finger grates. The straw racks have been lengthened 14 inches to handle the increased volume of straw produced by today's heavier yields. Carefully controlled tests show that in extremely heavy yields, the longer straw racks mean many more bushels per day in the tank. The top-driven clean grain elevator lifts the grain gently, resulting in much less cracking and scuffing than in bottom-driven elevators that push up the grain. The elevator is driven by a C-section belt, which is 50% stronger than a B-section belt and has 30% more wearing surface. Note that the sheaves are cast iron. The grain tank holds 55 bushels. It rides lower on the machine than ever before. A quick glance over your shoulder will give you a constant check on the threshing operation. You can also check the tailings from the operator's seat. A hinged door within easy reach permits you to get a sample on the go. Tailings are metered evenly across a large part of the cylinder. There's no chance for tailings to bunch up. The platform also is big, tough, and rugged. The reel arms and shaft are heavier. The bats are 3/4 of an inch thick. The forged steel guards are self-sharpening. The knife head and drive are improved. Knife speed is faster. The knife is of heavier construction, and it's easier to adjust, remove, and replace. The deep shelf between knife and auger assures smooth feeding even in tall, tangled crops. And the 20-inch auger has the capacity to move today's heavy volume crops. The 303 has many convenience features that make life easier for the operator. Although the machine has a lower silhouette, the operator's deck is higher above the dust and dirt. The operator's seat flips up when it's not occupied, and the whole front is padded to provide good support in stand-up operations. The top side is built like an armchair with foam rubber padding and tubular steel arms. The seat is fully adjustable, up and down, forward and back. All controls are in easy reach. The instruments are more accessible, grouped in a single panel to your right for easy checking. A convenient foot pedal controls the variable speed propulsion drive. A hand lever is available if you prefer. The deluxe steering wheel is angled to permit easy, effortless fingertip control sitting or standing. The offset position of the deck gives you a better view of all operations, steering in the field, hooking up header units, or backing into a tight place. Arrange with your IH dealer today to try out the number 303 on your own farm. You'll find it is the most advanced medium-sized combine you've ever driven.